you're the man who put a spotlight back on the forgotten dirty jobs that made this country the envy of the world. And yet here we see right now this kind of watershed moment in our country, the rise of artificial intelligence. And I think in many ways, putting a spotlight back on the fact that we have forsaken those critical jobs. We have dispensed with the trade schools that allowed those jobs to be so pivotal, and now we have a shortage of the people that can wire the home, a shortage of the people who can fix the plumbing. AI can tell you how to do it. They can't actually get on your roof. They can't actually get underneath your sink. What is your perspective of this as we kind of go down this dangerous path here?
Well, on a personal level, I can tell you that it's very easy to believe in a thing and then become disconnected from your beliefs. I grew up on a small farm, and I had a firm understanding as a boy of where my food came from and where my energy came from. And I had a great respect for the people who built our roads and provided us with affordable electricity and indoor plumbing and all of those things. But then I got older, and then I went in a different direction with my career. And over the years, I became slowly disconnected from those things. Dirty Jobs, which you're kind enough to mention, was a reminder for me that our country is still held together by an overwhelming majority of workers who do not have a 4-year degree. They have skill, they have training, they have a work ethic, and they have a commitment to do their job. And those people are still a fundamental part of who we are. One part, granted, but a fundamental part. So when we become disconnected from that part of our workforce, we see all sorts of don't require a 4-year degree, but rather the kind of training that we're talking about. So I think getting the country reconnected to some of those fundamental things is not so different than getting them reconnected to our shared history, which is such an important thing to understand when we think about how we're going to make sense of the present and look forward to the future.
Now, I want you to tell us quickly about this film, Something to Stand For. Why did you make it? What placed it on your heart? And what can we expect?
I made it because I love the progress that this country has made over the last 250 years. And I think today a lot of people are confused about what to feel good about. Look, it's hard to read the headlines and watch the news 24/7 and be patriotic, but it's still very possible to do that. And the easiest way is to honestly look back and celebrate the lives of the people who made us who we are. This movie does that with 9 short mysteries. I wrote them all in the style of Paul Harvey's old The Rest of the Story. We brought them to life with 300 actors, all from Oklahoma, and stitched it together with a field trip to Washington, D.C., where I visit some of the memorials and the monuments and the statuary that was built to honor the people in the movie. It's an Independence Day film, Joe. It's a shamelessly, aggressively patriotic look at what I think we can all still agree are a few things worth standing for.
Absolutely. Again, we built the Empire State Building in a year. Many, many decades ago. It seems very difficult to imagine building things of such consequence so quickly, and we did it on the shoulders of those forgotten Americans who worshiped at the altar of duty and obligation. And we just appreciate you taking the time to shine a light on those stories all across this great nation. Mike Rowe, talk to you again soon, my friend. God bless.
Thanks, Joe. You too.